Hi everyone, I'm Paul from I Knead Pizza and I'm here to show you how to make pizzas from home. You should have in front of you your very own I Knead Pizza kit, which should consist of... We've got 2 dough balls, fior latte mozzarella and sauce made with Marzano tomatoes, trusty pizza cutter. We've got the basics, which is 00 flour, fresh basil and extra virgin olive oil. So one of the first things you want to do is put your oven on and put it to the grill setting. So basically we want to go as high as possible, so put it on the grill all the way to the top and let that get hot for about 10 minutes or so. Then get that nice and hot. And then the next thing is to get your pan nice and hot as well. So basically we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. And then, let's get the heat on. That's it. So let's get that nice and hot. So now we've got the grill on and the pan is heating up. Start taking out our toppings. Put this away. So if you'd like to open your 00 flour, basically what you can do is just tap a little bit on the kitchen top. That's it. Yeah, so basically this flour is just for dusting. So what you want to do is take out your dough ball, just open that up, give it a little shake. That's it. Let's get it out. Pop that into the pile of flour. Just basically get it all in there. So yeah, all right to handle it. Okay, that's it. So basically you just want to pinch it around the sides, and basically if you can just tap it with the inside of your hands, and what you want to do is just get it into a circular shape. That just makes it a little easier to work with. So let's get them. So to begin with, what we're going to do is we're going to make a margarita. Okay, so what you want to do is press your fingers in the center and basically leave about 1 inch from the edge. So basically what you're doing is you're pressing the air from the center outwards. So you're just using the fingertips. Okay. Right. So we've got this shape, but what we really want to do is get it slightly bigger. So you're picking it up by the hand, and then with your 2 thumbs, with your fingers underneath, just pull it apart while it's hanging in the air and go round with it. Just thumb under the thumb. So it's just like that. Just give it a little, tiniest little thing. It's very strong. It's good flour. So just work it. And then you're just going round, gently stretching. And then if you feel like it's getting a bit thin, put it down on the table. And again, with your hands, just give it a bit of a turn. So you just go around, let it hang. Gravity will do the work. That's it. So that, perfect. That's a great size. Okay, yep, right, so we've got the dough on the side, and then we've got the pan just there, still on the heat. What we want to do is just pick it up and just lay it into the pan. And basically just press it out around the edges. Be careful, obviously the pan is at a good temperature. So we've got the base in the pan, and we're just going to start topping it. So let's get that sauce in there. So to be honest, if you've got a bigger pan, you can make it thinner, you can make it smaller. If you like it deep pan, use a smaller pan. Neapolitan pizza in general should be thin with a puffy crust. That's how we like it, and that's how it should be. Obviously it's different. If you've got a wood-fired oven, you can get the temperature up to 400 degrees, which we do in the restaurant, but works just as well under the grill. So then we get the cheese back on there as well. Okay. So, right, we've got the fior di latte on and got the fresh basil. Let's put some of this on there. Nice. And then a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And that should be good. So if you just want to check the underneath, just to see how it's doing. So yep, nice and brown. Okay, so then open the oven, pop the pan in the oven under the grill, and now we'll see, should get a lovely rise. So while the other pizza's in the oven, let's get the other one out. Put a bit of flour on there. Basically just pinch it out. There we go. Yep. So once again, a little bit of flour on top, smooth it over, and then with your hands create a circular shape. I'll keep it nice and round. So let's press. So once again, you're just pressing, leaving about 2 centimeters thereabouts, and you can press with this part of your hand as well. So if you want to press down with that, and then you can sort of turn it. If it's a little sticky, which sometimes it does get like that, just move it around in the flour, turn it over again, and then what you want to do is just keep pressing, and with your left hand you can just keep making sure it's keeping that circular shape. So you're just pressing, you can press with this, fingertips, go all the way round, and then again with the edge of your hand, just turning, stretching, both hands going different ways. That's it. Pulling apart. And then if you just pick it up with your thumbs and your fingers behind, just zoom that out. Yep. So you pull it out, and then basically, if you just work around it, let it go with your thumbs, it will just stretch in mid-air. So you just go around, let it hang, gravity will do the work. That's it. So that, perfect. That's a great size. Right, that's it. So yeah, keep turning. So I reckon, yeah, what size is that? It's probably about 10 inches. So you got a nice thick crust around the edge, just leaving that about 1 inch. Nice and thick, so that'll be a lovely crust. Get some rise in the oven. So the next thing to do is we want to put this into the frying pan. So the frying pan's been on the heat and it's got a little bit of olive oil just to stop it sticking. So right, so what we're gonna do now is move the dough into the pan. And get that back on the heat. So now we've got the base in the pan. And like I say, if you've got a bigger pan, unlike us today, you can easily fit the whole base in there, and you can have it nice and thin, and you can have a smaller crust. Basically, this is for you to just play around with and do exactly what you want. So let's do it. Let's get that sauce on there. Lovely sauce. It's just naturally sweet. So these tomatoes actually come from Naples. They come from Mount Vesuvius. So just a little bit of background. Right, okay, so that's that. Got field of latte, which again, it's just milk mozzarella, nice and fresh. So the one we use is vegetarian, so it doesn't have any animal rennet in it. It's basically a binding agent that's required, but anyway. Right, so we've got that. Put the pepperoni on. Let's get some. Actually, should we make a little face? Okay, keep them as eyes. This is a little mouth. And if we get some of these, fill them as eyes. You can use this as mouth. Maybe a couple more, just as the nose. Right, so there you have a very scary pizza. So basically now the pizza's cooking, that's in the pan, and we can check on the other one. Okay, right, let's have a look. This should be looking pretty good about now. That's it. So basically we can see the cheese is starting to cook. Base, crust is nice and fluffy. So yeah, that's a margherita. Right, so now that we've got the margherita, what we're going to do is we are going to take it out of the pan and pop it on the side. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Yep, perfect. Right, let's give it a little cut. This one's going under. Let's pop that under the pan. There we go. Perfect. So that's going to start cooking. Give that about maybe 5-10 minutes. So now the pizza's in the oven and it's cooking away. Start to see the air bubbling out the crusts. So basically when you see the bubbles actually mean that it's proved for a longer period of time. It means that when they've been left to rest, that the air inside makes it nice and fluffy. So it's easily digestible as well. So basically the longer you prove, the better the output. So yeah, it's looking good. A few more minutes maybe. Right, so let's have a look at this one. Have a look. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Looking quite nice. You can pop it under a little longer. It's under the red. There we go. Pop it under there. It's nice and hot. So there we have it. So yeah, there we have it. Pizza. Sorted. Thanks for watching, and we really hope you've enjoyed it. Enjoy your pizza.